Right, good morning, welcome back. Okay, didn't we do well? What a fantastic result. They're absolutely flawless and I'm really happy. Now, I did put an extra coat of paint on these and as a consequence, they're still a little bit soft. So I'm going to put them to one side and step away from them for one more video. There's loads more stuff to do. I've got to put the rocker cover back on, new plugs, put the coil packs in, connect all that up. Then there's hoses to connect. Then of course the carbs, the airbox and all the cables. And also I want to pull the clutch plates out and inspect them before I put the cover back on. So today these go to one side and we'll get on with everything else in between. Let's go. Right, okay, rocker covers. Now, they can be a source of stress, they seriously can, you wouldn't think it, but when you're putting them on with a new gasket that's not been on the bike before, they tend to be a bit squidgy, and these half-moon caps in the end, well, they don't like to go into place by hand. You need to compress them down into their position. And of course, putting the cover in, they can get knocked out of position and be a real stress. Anybody who's ever done it, yep, you've been there before. And also the bolts themselves, these are shouldered bolts. So you get that big square shoulder and a little M6 thread underneath. So the torque on those is little more than 10 Newton meters. It really isn't much because the shoulder of the bolt sits against the metal on the top of the cylinder head. They are a metal to metal fix. So just keep winding them in and there's always a resistance there and it feels like a stripped thread. And it just keeps going because what you're doing is you're compressing the rubber gasket into place. Hence the need for a little bit what I always do, a little bit of silicone rubber lube around that gasket, because as you're compressing it into place, the lubricant allows it to slither into the correct position and find its natural happy sweet spot, and that's then going to seal perfectly. And as you wind those bolts down in a star pattern, 4 in the middle, 4 on the outside as usual, as you wind them down, when the shoulders touch base, you'll feel it. So that Allen key will just keep going with the kind of resistance of a stripped thread, really stressful, and then all of a sudden, donk, it stops. And just give it a little nip and that's fine. And if you've got a tiny torque wrench, then give it the relevant torque if you're not sure. But honestly, rocker covers, pretty straightforward. Be confident and you'll get it done. Right, there we go, casing installed and without scratches, which is always a bonus. Also new gaskets everywhere, everything's slipped into place very nicely. A lovely installation, I've really enjoyed today. It's been a good 5-hour day and that's absolutely where I wanted to be. Everything installed nice and slick. Also new cables up on the bars, another upgrade, and of course the biggest upgrade of all, my coil packs. I've upgraded this to stick coils or coil packs, definitely a better way to fire a spark, and I wanted to do this right from the beginning of the project. So I've got to say a heartfelt thank you to Paul Messenger at JL Racing. You can check him out on Facebook. I'm afraid I don't have a link for you, but you can find him if you need to. And if you're part of the Triumph community, well, you probably already know him. So there we are, that's it for today. In the next one, strip the clutch, check the plates, put them all back together, put all the casings on with new gaskets and no scratches, hopefully, and then we're ready to put the fluids in. Won't that be nice? I'll see you next time.